It is swept away by Coyle. The ball again coming straight back as Scowen collects on the left-hand side this time. Doherty keeps a close eye on him. Ball played back to the feet over on the far side of Bailey Wright. Into Power again, who's advancing all the time into the centre from full-back. He tries to play it through. Jones got a touch for the Tigers. Set up for a long-range effort, which is cannoned by Alfie Jones to his right-hand side. Elder trying to get the ball free. Gooch has won it back near the corner flag. He now delivers a ball in. Great connection at the back post. Into the back of the net. Jordan Jones celebrates. Towards the only photographer over on the far side. He poses, and he's posed a big threat for Hull City with his boot. He's made it 1-0 to Sunderland after 10 minutes.
It's just the same thing has happened in the space of 2 or 3 minutes. You can see Lyndon Gooch has attacked Callum Meyler in a 1v1 position. That's where at times you need your winger to come back to double up. It's early on in the game. He should be fresh enough to come back and give him that support. We've seen last week in the Fleetwood game where they had a similar thing where the ball came in and Fleetwood got chances. Again there, Lyndon Gooch gets the better of him in the first case. He hits the post, comes back out. Again, you go into a second phase where he then picks out a man, and like you said, Jordan Jones is coming. It would be disappointing, from Hull's perspective to concede a goal like that. But at times, when you're not in the game straight away, you need to tighten up. You get your back four narrow, you get your wingers to drop back just to give you the support so you can build back into the game. It's a disappointing start for Hull.
Doherty trying to keep the attacking move alive, but it wasn't to be, and it will be cleared away by Sunderland, whose midfield at the moment is just panting to get away from the toes of the defence as they sit 4-5-1 out of possession for the time being. 27.5 minutes gone. Hull City 0, Sunderland 1. Slater, crossfield pass towards Malik Wilkes. We've seen it so often. Wilkes looking to round his man. He moves it in. McGuinness is free. He's unmarked. The flag stays down, and Josh McGuinness has fuel for fire, and he makes it 1-1. An unmarked header. The response the Tigers needed.
Excellent. It just came. Do you know what? It came from the initial phase of where they kept the ball at the back and they worked it through and eventually got out to Callum Elder, who drove up the pitch. That's what I'm talking about. Getting those 4 or 5 passes, get into it. Then again, the ball breaks down to win the second phase. Regan Slater plays an excellent pass to Malik. Louis Coyle then makes that overlapping run. Doesn't get the ball, but distracts enough space for Malik to come in, and it's an outstanding cross. And look, if Josh McGuinness is 6-7 yards out and it's on his head, you fancy him to score, and it's a superb header.
Long ball played forward by Sunderland to the left of the box, headed down by Coyle, but gathered by Sunderland on the edges. It's Jordan Jones again, looks to fire it in low across the penalty area. Callum Elder is there to get in the way. His clearance is going to be sent straight back towards him, and Lyndon Gooch again, couple of clever touches.
Oh,
penalty. Penalty given. I actually thought it was the Sunderland man who handled the ball, and you can maybe say that Hull City agree with me. 4 Tigers players head over towards the linesman. 2 more, McGuinness and Honeyman, join him. And now this is a big call for the referee. Does he overrule the linesman? He's given a penalty.
I just don't see how the linesman can see it.
I mean, from up here, it certainly looked like it clipped Gooch's arm rather than Callum Elder's. And you can see the frustration now. Grant McCann and Cliff Byrne on the technical area. He and Johnson, they're exchanging words with the 4th linesman, trying to be peacemaker in between. Doesn't look like anything's going to change. Sunderland have a penalty. Grant Ledbetter has played many times here in the Championship, and he will have his say now as he slots the ball into the back of the net. A side foot finish to his right-hand side. And Grant Ledbetter is the man who makes Sunderland go 2-1 up in a mist of controversy.
No, it's very important now that Hull, obviously we had that break in place, so there'll be an extra, there's 12 minutes of normal time left plus probably 5 or 6. It's important that Hull try and get straight back into this, because obviously that was a right kick in the teeth. Whether or not it was a penalty we don't know, but Grant is obviously dispatched the penalty very well. Sunderland now lead 2-1. Because if Hull are going to get back into the game, you're going to need Malik to probably produce something, or Keane Lewis Potter. So if we can get them 2 on the ball in key areas, then that will matter. Just going back to the referee, I think he's starting to lose a bit of grip of this game. There's been a couple of decisions he's not blown on. that I think everyone here, not albeit there's not many of us, have seen a mile away, and anyone watching. He just needs to get a hold of the game.
Honeyman down the right-hand side into Wilkes, who looks to try and dummy his way past Callum McFadden. It is Malik Wilkes, chips the ball up, looking for Josh McGuinness!
Oh, brilliant.
Magnificent header.
It's brilliant.
He's come up with another equaliser, and Josh McGuinness, at this rate, is challenging Malik Wilkes to be top scorer. He is the leader tonight, and has he given Hull City a reprieve to go on and take the lead in this game? Hull City 2, Sunderland 2.
No, it's brilliant. I just literally spoke about giving him the ball, leaving him go 1v1. He's got him right where he wants him in Callum McFadden. He has him where he wants him. He needs to keep being fed the ball, keep driving at him, get him into the box where he's scrambling. He stands a beautiful cross up, and look, Josh McGuinness, he's 6'2". He's built like a garden shed. He wants to go and attack balls, and he gets up above his man. He holds one off and powers a header past Lee Burge where he has no chance.